Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to TaosSports.com. I'm Rudy Baca, your play-by-play announcer. Here alongside Glenn Piker, producer, here with the Taos Varsity Basketball Invitational Tournament. This is a yearly thing. Today, let me tell you, the Taos Tigers will be taking on the Espanonal Valley Junior Varsity because they were supposed to play Robertson, but Robertson having some trouble coming over the mountain because of weather today. Had a lot of snow out there today because the holidays are coming up, and we're going to have us a white Christmas here, so the snow did fall, and that team didn't manage to get here. So Espanonal in the championship game against Goddard, and we'll play their JV today. So it's going to be a great game. Stick with us, and we'll be live on the internet, TaosSports.com. I'm Rudy Baca, Glenn Pike, your producer. Take it down onto the floor, and let's get this thing introduced. So it looks like we're going to get ready to tip this thing off, and starting for the Taos Tigers, and the Espanonal JV control the basketball here with the tip-off as well. Taos Tigers on Max Suazo, Raul Gonzalez, Brandon Suazo, Amadeo Trujillo, and Mike Mundy on the start for the Taos Tigers. For the Espanonal Valley JV team, who are on the floor right now with the basketball, Marcos Trujillo, Randy Trujillo, and Jonathan Espinosa, Leon Martinez, and Jose Munoz. And that is your starters for both clubs tonight. Just getting underway here in the first period. This is the third place game. The championship game will be after this, featuring Goddard and Espanola. Goddard number 1 in state in 4A, and Espanola number 4. So those teams will be kicking it off here at the 7 o'clock hour. Right now we're with our Taos Tigers here in the third place game, hosting the Espanonal JV. Espanonal JV with a three-pointer underway. Off the mark, rebounded by Max Suazo, and it gets taken out of bounds. Almost a foul there by Randy Trujillo. So here comes Raul Gonzalez running the point for the Taos Tigers. Up on the top of the key, looking to the left side on the wing to Max, back out, looking for Brandon on the right wing. Looking to pass it around, get the feel for this thing. 6:49, no score as of yet. Just getting out underway. Brandon tips out to Raul. Raul, nothing there on the wing. Back outside, top of the key, way out to Max. A little on the left side of the top of the key. Then he rotates, drives in, easy bucket for Max. So Max drives in easily. The defense splits open, and he takes a two-pointer. Defense here for the Taos Tigers looks like it's going to be full court man-to-man press, and then they're bringing the press back just a hair here, and almost stolen away, and then it is tipped around on a jump ball. So Brandon Suazo and Jonathan Espinosa on the battle, and the Taos Tigers the recipient of the possession arrow here, and they'll get it into Raul. 2-0 early on. 6:09 still in the first period. Taos Tigers losing last night to Goddard, and they lost 72-55 was the final unofficially. Backdoor to Max. Max dishes out to Amadeo, and he shoots off the rack, and here comes the rebound by the Espanonal Valley Junior Varsity. And they'll dish it on out, all the way out to the top of the key to Marcos Trujillo. And then Marcos over to Jonathan Espinosa. Jonathan with it right now, top of the key, looking for something. Nobody moving around with the basketball. And then he puts it on the floor, dishes it off, back over to Jose Muniz. And Jose will dip it on outside to Marcos Trujillo. And they go into Jose, nothing there. And then they off the floor, and then it goes out of bounds. And it stays here with Espanola. 5:13, 2-0, Tigers up on top. Left side baseline for the Espanonal Valley Sun Devils. And the ball's inbounds. They'll rotate it all the way to the top of the key. Leon Martinez. Leon over to Randy Trujillo, and he dishes it back off to Martinez, nothing with it. He tries to do nothing. Munoz, nothing there for him. They're going to back it all the way out. Randy Trujillo, top of the key, drives in. Little nice floater, nothing there. Tipped up and then goes out of bounds over to the Taos Tigers. So nothing there for an easy jumper for Leon Martinez. And here comes Raul Gonzalez with the Taos Tiger attack. 2-0 up on top Taos. 4:43 in the first period. Raul. Back out to Raul. Raul looking for something. Madeo, nothing there. Back to Max Suazo. Max gets a pick. Tries to drive in. Nothing there. Back outside of Raul. Raul will take it in. Nothing there. And then Brandon gets it back. Brandon backdoor to Max. Easy play. Nice pass to Max Suazo from Brandon on the back door, and they scored a point. 4-0. And here comes the attack, and then a foul, and that will go against Amadeo Trujillo. That'll be the first foul of the game. Coming at the 4:09 mark left in the first period. 4-0 the Taos lead. And then a timeout for the Espaniola Valley JV. So the Espaniola Valley JV taking a timeout here. They catch up. Espaniola and Santa Fe Indian School topped off the first game. The 5 o'clock game on Thursday, they toppled Santa Fe Indian School 58-52. And then Escalante and Robertson took to the hoop, and Robertson took out Escalante in the first round, 80-45. And then Goddard took out Cuesta in the first round, 75-45. Mesa Vista and Taos took that one 61-40. Landing Taos with Goddard, and they lost that one 72-55 and ending up in his third place game. Espaniola and Robertson duked it out, and Espaniola by 16, 56-40, and they moved on to the championship game. On the other side, Santa Fe Indian School and Escalante battled out. Santa Fe Indian School won that one, and Cuesta and Mesa Vista. Mesa Vista took that one. And then Mesa Vista 61-53 to take the consolation. And Escalante took the 7th place game over Cuesta 76-67. Here we are, 2-0, 4:07 and ticking in the first period. Espaniola Valley Sun Devils JV with the basketball. Looking to feed on the inside, nothing there. Back outside, young team here in Espaniola. Three-pointer underway, and that's way off the mark, and an air ball, and that will go the other way. Quickly into the game is Christian Martinez, and quickly out is Randy Trujillo. And the Taos Tigers stay intact with their starters. 3:50, 4-0 is the lead for Taos. And here comes Raul Gonzalez, top of the key, left side to Brandon, back outside. Rotated all the way this way, looking for Brandon on the left side, nothing there for him. Over to Raul. Raul looking for the dish, almost loses it. Back outside to Amadeo. Left wing to Brandon. Brandon top of the key, right side to, they'll keep it with Brandon way over here. Amadeo drives the baseline, up and scores and draws the foul. So Amadeo Trujillo drives the baseline, gets the bucket, draws the foul. And that will go against Joseph Trujillo. That's his first foul. This is the first look at the charity stripe as Amadeo Trujillo tries to complete a three-point play. He doesn't, and the ball gets beated out of there, and it stays with the red team. So Espanola will get it back here. Jonathan Espinosa will get it in to Leon Martinez, and then he gets it back as he runs the point for the junior varsity of Espanola High. Espanola dribbling, one hop shot and score here for Leon Martinez, and he draws the foul and scores the bucket. And that will go against Mike Monday. And Mike Monday will pick up his first foul. Leon Martinez will try to complete a three-point play here. 6-2 is the lead. Taos, 3:04 left in the first. And Marcos Trujillo comes out of the game and misses that one as they bring in Ricky Trujillo now into the game for the JV squad. Cross-court pass over to Brandon. Brandon stops, 15-foot jumper. Bury it. So Brandon Suazo scores the bucket. 8-2 now, the lead for Taos. And then Brandon picks it. Goes in and gets fouled, but misses the bucket. So Brandon will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. 2 points for Brandon. He is first look at the charity stripe. So the first look at the charity stripe for Brandon. And Brandon shoots it up, misses that one. Gets another one from there. Let's see what he can do with it. Brandon Suazo with his second of 2 free throws and makes that one. 3 points for Brandon. And here comes the Espanonal attack, trying to break the press. They do that. They dish it to the right side, nothing there. Wide open for a 3, off the mark, tipped around. Max Suazo with the rebound, and then he loses it out of bounds, but luckily stays with Taos. 9-2 the lead for the Taos Tigers. 2:17 in the first and ticking. There comes Raul Gonzalez over to Brandon. Brandon over to Isaac Gonzalez, who just came in the game, shoots it up, misses, and then a foul here on Monday as he goes up for the rebound. And they call that on Mike Monday, and that'll be his second foul, and Mike picking up another foul. I didn't see that, but I guess Espanonal will take it. Man-to-man full court press here, and Taos takes another turnover and comes down the court. Another shot, Max with the rebound. Brandon wants to shoot, and then he gets fouled just as he took off. And that will go against Jonathan Espinosa. And the Tigers will get it left side baseline underneath their own basket. They're looking for somebody to go way up high, and they get Max Suazo on the right wing. Top of the key three-pointer, Brandon off the mark. And here comes the Sun Devils with a big pass and out of bounds again. And another turnover for the So turnovers, Espanola Valley. 4 in all, 1 for the Tigers. Tigers with the basketball again, leading 9-0. Kiko Martinez, Shane Willis in, and they lose it and turn it over. And then Espanonal struggling, trying to get the basketball up. And up they go, another miss, and they tipped it around, get taken away from Kiko. Another easy shot, another miss, tipped around again, and then Kiko comes out of there and gets fouled. .103 left in the first, 9-2 is the lead for Taos. And here comes some new players, Anthony Chavez, Santiago Martinez, and a bunch of new guys in. Max takes a breather, and Brandon back in. Shane Willis in there as well, and here comes Antonio running the point now. To the left side is Antonio. Over here to Brandon, back to Antonio. Over to Santiago, cross-court pass, and a travel by Santiago as he tried to get it out of there. And they turn it over. And then in is Randy Trujillo. He takes out Leon Martinez for the Sun Devils. In a Randy Trujillo. Randy puts it on the floor, dribbles out of there. He's got a 2-on-1 break. Almost, and then he loses it, and a foul here. And then Shane Willis comes out, and Greg Martinez comes in for Taos. And here comes Antonio Chavez on the attack. Antonio Chavez, top of the key. Back out to Antonio. Wanted to feed the left side, then back to Brandon, back to Antonio. Antonio drives in, leaves it for Kiko, nothing there. Cross-courting it over to Santiago, back to Brandon. 20 seconds in the first period, 9-2 is the lead. Tigers looking for the last shot of the game. Of the quarter. Santiago Martinez, nothing there. 10 seconds. Tipped around and then stolen. Santiago gets it back. Stops, gives it to Greg. Greg shoots off the mark. Tipped around. And then that's the end of the quarter. The Taos Tigers with 9 points. And the Sun Devils with 2 points. Wow, low scoring game here. Getting ready for the second period as we will stick with you here. Don't forget, later on, the 7 o'clock game features Espanonal and Goddard. Goddard number 1 in 4A. And Espanonal ranked number 4 in the state in 4A. So the number 1 team going against the number 4 team in the championship game. So that should be a beauty tonight. For right now, it's a beauty. Our Taos Tigers up on top 9-2 over the Espanonal Valley Junior Varsity Sun Devils. Getting ready for the second period of play. The Tigers with a 9-2 lead here after 1.